Hey, this is Adele from Naked.Recovery. I just got off a call with a client that is very sadly suicidally depressed. And he's tried everything. He's been to, he said 14 therapists and spent years and years and thousands of dollars. And we're making some really good progress. And one of the crucial components is that I really believe that healing is a learning journey. And he's really getting that and starting to kind of like really lean into what the learnings are. And if healing is a learning journey, one of the crucial aspects that I see in common with people that get to that place of real suicidal depression is hindsight bias. Hindsight bias is when you judge yourself and decisions that you made in the past with the fresh eyes and perspective and knowledge of today. So you end up in this pattern of like, oh, I could have done this, I should have done this, why didn't I do this? You're beating yourself up for something you did back then. You didn't know. I mean, back then you were just doing the best that you could. And whenever people are in that pattern of hindsight bias, they lack self-compassion. Because if you don't have compassion and an assumption that in everything in life that we do, we're just doing the best that we can at the time with the information we have at that time. We don't have a time machine. We can't go back and undo stuff. You're lacking compassion for the person back then that was just literally trying to survive and do the best that they could. So you cannot learn if you don't have self-compassion. And if you don't learn, you cannot heal. So that's a really important premise. Now, another cornerstone of self-compassion, which is another thing I see in common with people that are like suicidally depressed, they don't know what they need to be happy. They haven't, as people, defined what their needs are in life in order to be happy. And we're human beings that exist to meet needs. Our emotions are dictated by our ability to meet needs. So if we're happy, our needs are met. If we're unhappy or depressed, our needs are not met, or our needs don't matter. We haven't advocated for our needs getting met. So self-compassion basically is the exercise of identifying, firstly, valuing that your needs matter, identifying what those needs are, and then taking steps to set up your life in a way where those needs get met. And to execute the steps to get those needs met is part of self-confidence. So self-confidence is underneath self-compassion because it's part of this system where I now value that I must advocate and have agency to be able to speak up for my needs getting met. And people that do that will get out of that place of self-flagellation and self-loathing and depression and suicidality, because the minute you start to design and set up your life where your needs get met and they matter, and you're taking steps to get those needs met and they mattered, your life will transform. The constant focus on the meeting of other people's needs, that chronic benevolence of just like running around making sure other people's needs get met, that often leads to a feeling of hollowness and emptiness, because you're in the way that you run around anticipating other people's needs, you're now sitting there waiting to see if someone's going to anticipate your needs. So you're laying traps for people to see, are you going to, I've just done that for you, are you going to do it for me? Oh, you didn't do it for me. Great. There's more evidence that I shouldn't be here. My life is pointless. Don't lay these traps. People are not going to be running around anticipating your needs. Why? Because they're caught up with their own anxiety and their own dramas and their own stuff. You are the one that you've been waiting for, and you are the one that has to identify your needs and set up your life to get your needs met. No one else is going to do that for you. And the faster you learn that, the faster you will get out of that kind of horrible place of futility. And you start to set up relationships that are healthy, where there's a healthy exchange of benefits. There's give, there's take. Everybody's needs are getting met. You're negotiating your needs getting met. And you're starting to get flexible in how your needs get met. Because flexibility and diversification in how we get our needs met is another really important cornerstone to being happy. So I hope that's helpful, but I just wanted you to kind of just have some steps and some ideas about how you can go about this in a different way. And more videos like that, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Cheers.